comes in stages, and we go from unreflective thinker to the accomplished thinker. And the accomplished thinker is the critical thinker, but the unreflective thinker has no clue that their thinking is off base. They have no clue. Have you met people like that? Have you? I know a lot of people. Yes. In your family, those are the ones. They do you the worst. I'm just being honest with you. You have to. What world do you live in? And we get this every 4 years. So many people start thinking about this. Every 4 years during an election, people think, what is he thinking? Or what is she thinking? And it's very hard for you to actually go to someone and say, your thinking's messed up, because there's 4 stages to conflict. There's criticism, defensiveness, stonewalling, and contempt. First you criticize. Then the person being criticized defends. And then they get frustrated with each other and they don't talk to each other, or they do passive aggressive stuff. Now, when I talk to couples, newly married couples, what do you think the number one argument is in the house? Number one. Huh? Nope. Nope.
Communication.
Nope.
Kids. Nope.
Toilet seat.
What?
Yes.
Crossed out.
Oh yeah? Okay, here's the deal. 4:30 in the morning. She gets up, she goes to the bathroom, whoosh!
I'm close.
You're right. This is some nasty. Why can't he just put the seat down? So she comes back out, wakes him up. Hey. Why can't you put the seat down? I ain't leave the seat like that. Defensiveness. Then it comes to, oh, okay, cool. And then when he comes home from work, when they get home from work, he has his clothes, half of them, they're half dry. Meatloaf is half cooked. You know, dang gone, baby, I didn't want medium rare. You know, she won't say no, what's wrong? Nothing. No. The cable ain't on. I thought you were supposed to pay the cable. I forgot. You know next time, won't you? After you put that seat down. But these are the kind of things that you get into. It's something that simple, but those are the things that people get into arguments about. Something real simple and just blows up because we start putting these things right here. These emotions. When you start getting emotions involved, your thinking goes down. Because a lot of people emote and act. Emote and act. Well, I feel this way, so I hit him in his mouth. Well, did you think about it? You know, from the time you didn't think about it. That's when a lot of people get into arguments. A lot of people do get into situations where they can't get themselves out of because of the fact that they didn't think. And they didn't know that they weren't thinking. Because at that time they're unreflective and they thought that they were doing the right thing. Well, nobody told me I can't do it, so I guess I'm all right. But what happens? When nobody tells you you're wrong, that's because if you're the chicken and you're in the room with a bunch of chickens, nobody's going to tell you, hey man, don't eat that, don't eat that over there. No one knows to tell you because you're all around unreflective thinkers, right? Next thing you go is to a challenge thinker. That's when you actually realize something's wrong with your thinking. You're a challenge thinker. You're starting to understand that something's not right. Or so many people have told me something's not right, I might want to think about that. Okay, but it's still not a commitment yet. But then you get to the beginning stage when you say, okay, I've got to do something about that. The good part is these last 3. When you get to be a practicing thinker, you get to be a thinker that starts to practice things of understanding about thinking. You want to make a conscious effort to actually start thinking about your thoughts, you know. And you know, I read an article yesterday in the Huffington Post. It was written a while ago, but they said everything starts with thought. In college and grad school, every scientific experiment starts with a problem. Everything starts with a thought. And if you look at it that way, there's nothing that you do, to include sitting in here listening to me, there's nothing that you do that does not involve thinking. So why not is it not more important to most people? Because they don't sit and think about it. They're not advanced thinkers. They don't make a conscious effort in making sure that they have the intellectual traits and the intellectual standards by which they need to think. They don't put that in. And then finally is the accomplished thinker. But I want to go to